Attention call has just been sounded, signaling the entrance of the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines. The Philippine Military Academy started with the establishment of the PMA Matikas on October 25, 1898 in Ruelos, Dulay, by the power of a decree issued by the Philippine Republic President, General Emilio Aguinaldo. The Academia was a school which awarded its graduates regular commissionship in the Armed Forces of the Philippines, which lasted until 20 January 1899, before hostilities between the Filipinos and the Americans erupted. On 17 February 1905, an officer's school of the Philippine Constabulary was founded at the walled city of Intramuros in Manila. 3 years later, on 01 September 1908, the school was transferred to Baguio City, initially at Camp Henry P. Allen and subsequently at Teachers Camp. On 08 September 1926, the Philippine Legislature passed Republic Act 3496, which renamed the school the Philippine Constabulary Academy and lengthened its course from 9 months to 3 years, with provisions to strengthen the faculty and revise its curriculum. On 21 December 1936, Commonwealth Act No. 1, also known as the National Defense Act, was passed. The Act formally created the Philippine Military Academy and authorized to confer a Bachelor of Science degree to its graduates after they successfully completed the 4-year course. The outbreak of the World War II disrupted training in the Academy. Classes of 1942 and 1943 graduated ahead of schedule, and its members were assigned to combat units of Bataan and other parts of the country. Many perished in the war. On 05 May 1947, the Academy reopened at Camp Henry P. Allen. Due to the need for wider grounds, the Academy moved to its present site at Fort del Pilar in Loaca, some 10 kilometers away from downtown Baguio City, and named after the young hero of Tirad Pass, General Gregorio H. del Pilar. It was developed into a military training institution with facilities and infrastructures required by a growing academy. In the 1960s, the academy underwent major changes as social-humanistic courses were added to balance the techno-scientific disciplines with a view towards providing a well-rounded education that is relevant to the needs of a growing AFP.
With the implementation of Republic Act 7192, the acceptance of women in the Academy was introduced. With this act, the Academy made a step towards the recognition of women's status and equality. The female cadets have undergone practically what their male counterparts have been tasked to do. Although living in separate quarters, they have been afforded equal treatment and training. PMA believes that future leaders can be selected, formed, and developed to their fullest potentials. Under these concepts, PMA's Leader Development Program contains character development, a balanced college education, military leadership, and physical development. This total person concept is aptly captured in the PMA mission statement to instruct, train, and develop the cadets, so that each graduate shall possess the character, the broad and basic military skills. This education is essential to the successful pursuit of progressing military career. These young men and women in front of you compose the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, coming from different regions of the archipelago, ranging as far north as Batanes to as far south as Tawi-Tawi. They were carefully selected through a series of competitive mental and physical examinations These cadets represent different levels of our society and from all walks of life. These cadets before you are the future leaders of our armed forces and our nation.
As soon as the platoons occupy their respective places, the brigade adjutant designates Alpha Company as the base company. In a brisk manner called the adjutant's trot, the brigade adjutant makes his way between the line of troops and the troop commander. In a like manner, the battalion adjutants join their respective battalion staff. As the corps is ordered to stand in parade dress, the band shall play a martial tune. The essential and primary purpose of the Philippine Military Academy's education and training program is to cultivate and develop the cadets to be the finest young individuals intellectually, tactically, spiritually, emotionally, and physically to become qualified commissioned officers in selfless service to the armed forces of the Philippines and our nation. The Academy, founded in 1898, has become true to its mission to produce educated and honorable men, preparing them with a holistic education for their progressive military career. Its alumni handle key positions, both in military and civilian institutions. For the Academy to accomplish this result, it shall provide to young men and women an undergraduate education of the highest quality, conducted in and facilitated by the unique PMA curriculum of military discipline, with emphasis placed on qualities of courage, integrity, and loyalty. And because of these trusts, she was able to produce valor awardees who serve as true affirmation that indeed the Filipino is worth living and dying for. PMA is a state-supported academic institution that has a glorious history to cherish. It provides a well-rounded education and training, delving on character development, academic excellence, military professionalism, and physical development. The PMA curriculum is specifically designed to produce leaders for peace or war. Because of a rapidly changing security environment, the Academy formulated its 2028 roadmap in order to align its goals with the Armed Forces of the Philippines Defense Planning Guidance. This roadmap will also be guided by the policy guidance from higher headquarters, such as the Development Support and Security Defense System of Management. PMA program has been based for more than 100 years on the concept of selfless service of military profession for our nation.
PMA's multifaceted program is demanding. Cadet life is designed to instill in each cadet a lifelong concept of love for God and country, courage, duty, excellence, honor, humility, integrity, loyalty, respect, and solidarity. Because cadets live and coexist in close association with fellow cadets, respect for the right of others becomes their way of life. This is the spirit of the Honor Code. This is our most cherished possession. Strong religious convictions are fully respected, and high moral principles are fully encouraged inside the Academy. Therefore, every effort is made to create in the Academy an intellectual atmosphere within which cadets may mature in their religious beliefs. Cadets attend denominational church services, of their friends inside and outside the academy, where they will find a warm welcome at various cadet-oriented programs, including Bible study, Sunday school, church wars, and church-sponsored social activities. Finally, after 4 long years of hard work and training comes graduation. This event means the promotion of plebes to yearlings to the third-class cadets. This is another year of completion, closer to their goals. To the second-class cadets, this signals that they shall assume overall leadership of the Corps. And to the seniors, graduation signifies the beginning of a life of self-service to our country and people as regular officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
May we request everyone to rise for the honors to the nation. Thank you. You may now be seated. The regimental adjutant faces about, salutes, and renders report to the regimental commander that the cadet corps is formed.
In a short while, the regimental commander will give a series of commands for the corps to execute the Manual of Arms. Starting with right shoulder arms. Left shoulder arms. Port arms. Order arms. Inspection arms. And finally, order arms.
The regimental commander orders the adjutant to account the troops. After receiving the reports, the regimental adjutant faces about, salutes, and renders to the regimental commander, "Sir, the corps, all present and accounted for." The regimental commander orders the adjutant to publish the order of the day. After publishing the orders, the regimental adjutant gives the command officer center march. He then proceeds to his position with the regimental staff, as cadet officers from each battalion march forward to receive instructions for the regimental commander.
Communications, orders, and disseminations must pass through proper channels. This is a practice observed in the military profession, which signifies the importance of the chain of command. Through the chain of command, A more effective and efficient working arrangement results among men in arms. Now, approaching the grandstand, ladies and gentlemen, are the members of the chain of command, the female officers of the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines. Upon the salute of his officers, the regimental commander acknowledges, gives instructions, and directs them to proceed back to their respective posts. While inside the hallowed grounds of this great institution, the cadet must endure the challenging training. The military system characterizes and distinguishes the unique life inside PMA. It fosters punctuality, order, discipline, and respect for authority. By placing cadets in a uniform plane, it enables these young men and women to advance through self-reliance, initiative, and strength of character. Ladies and gentlemen, as part of the celebration of Women's Month, the cadet officers are composed of the female regiment, battalion officers, platoon leaders, and staff sergeants.
The PMA Matikas Class of 1983 saga began. 6,411 young men decided to unravel their murky future with a will for military servitude. With their tender but committed personal resolve, they mastered the courage to be counted as applicants to the most acclaimed but equally daunting life of a PMA cadet. From among the applicants, only 4,610 dared to show to take the test in October of 1978. Of these, 690 were blessed to proceed to the next level, the physical and medical exams at the Viluna AFP Medical Center. The class, then numbering 321, reported to the Philippine Marines Headquarters in Fort Bonifacio Naval Station on April 1 in 1979 for the first taste of military life, the 2 weeks pre-cadetship training. Proudly, we were the first PMA class to undergo such training. The class appeared ripped enough to be shipped on to Luwakan for their 2-month summer camp or beast barracks. For what seemed like eternity, our incorporation day came. It was a cold, rainy day in June. The academic period that followed came like a double treat. For those who are endowed physically and spirit to endure, they joined the marathon and silent drill. For all the prestige and accolades associated with silent drill, it is a channel for some cadets to become part of the most admired few during the most awaited Southern Cruise, when we exhibit the best of our drills to our countrymen in different parts of the country. But then again, the Matikas did unprecedented. We etched it once again as the firsties to perform the farewell performance during our graduation week. Of the 321 that originally set out, 135 were donned their first VIX, or the second lieutenant badge, on 11 March of 1983, who joined with the other achievers to complete the 198 that comprised the PMA Matikas Class of 1983. Of these, 13 graduated with honors, 2 magna cum laude, and 11 cum laude. Aside from our classmates that came from the different U.S. service academies, whose branches of service were already predetermined way before their commissionship, the rest of the class, in unique manly fashion, left the determination of their branch of service upon the undiscriminating sphere of ping pong balls. Consequently, 65 joined the Philippine Army, 66 with the then Philippine Constabulary, 30 with the Air Force, 31 with the Navy. Following the 1-month break afforded to all the new academy graduates, the basic service orientation and training ensued as the members of the class reported to their respective branches of service. Those with the Navy reported to Sangley Point for their Naval Officers Training Course, while those from the Air Force went to Fernando Air Base in Lipa City. For some, the beginnings that were set upon graduation needed some adjustment and fine-tuning. Subsequent changes in the branches of service also happened. The implementation of the PNP law and the separation of the Philippine Coast Guard from the Navy created conditions and opportunities for some of the members to opt for transfer. While in the service, the class reaped its fair share of national honors and coveted distinction. 7 were recipients of the 10 Outstanding Philippine Soldiers Award, 5 Cavalier Outstanding Achievement Awards, and 13 of the PMA Cavalier Award. These accolades all serve as testimonies to the colorful and aspirational military achievements of the members by far. The only class to have been honored with 3 4-star generals, 6 3-stars, 25 stars, and 58 1-star for a total of 92 generals. This level of competence ushered in making possible the Matikas as the first PMA class placed the whole armed forces under the command of 4 of its members for 4 consecutive turnovers in a period of 4 years, a truly unprecedented achievement in the Philippine military history. The class saw the dramatic shift in the country, the ebbing period of the martial law years, the bloodless revolution that set a worldwide trend, and upheavals and new beginnings that mark and define the nation that we are today. The challenges that the class experienced and the values that the Academy has endowed seeded us a potential dedication that sees no end. Even now, as we march again with you in this hallowed memorial ground, we still remember the values that the Academy has imparted: courage, integrity, and loyalty, like they were just some hours ago. 3 short but profound words that govern the way. It has been said that life begins at 60 and that 60 is the new 40. While there could be mixed views on this, we in the Matikas are one in the thought that our journey has taken a new leaf. The adventure continues, and for certain, more can still be written. And as the country continues to receive more of our selfless service in varying fields, we vow to remember to share the very thought that gives each PMA the quest for excellence and not put to shame the wellspring of our common identity. I am because we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, the proud members of the PMA Matikas Class of 1983. The regimental commander orders the corps to pass in review.
Ladies and gentlemen, passing in review before you is the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, led by the Regimental Commander, Cadet First Captain John Troy Albano from Davao del Norte with his staff, Dexter Ariora from Taguig, Raina Madrid from Albay, Clyden Odal from Bohol, Nicole Sarmiento from Agusan del Norte, Kate Lawigan from Mountain Province, Nikki Ainera from Albay, Julian Raparero from Iloilo. The Philippine Military Academy Band, under the baton of Musician Mate 2nd Class, Benji O. Tolentino, Philippine Navy. Excellence Battalion Commander, Francis Hewitt from Las Piñas with his staff, Rojan Macare from Zamboanga City, Al Soriano from Isabela, Jessel Polisico from Agusan del Sur, Marco Chavez from Marikina City, Jenny Obliada from Cotabato. Alpha Company Commander, Alex Gamite from Baguio City with her staff, Zenzen Kaiton from Nueva Vizcaya, Dayan Nato from Albay, Sheila Sacro from Agusan del Sur. First Platoon Leader, Joshua Pedro from Bulacan. Second Platoon Leader, Jedri Sindro from Batangas, with its company First Sergeant, Maribel Otencio from Palawan. Bravo Company Commander, Syra Buhain from Cavite with her staff, Krisha Bumanglag from Baguio City, Macy Bautista from Pasay City, Princess Banyaco from Iloilo. First Platoon Leader, Juanito Cakayan from La Union. Second Platoon Leader, Pearl Reyes from Sultan Kudarat, with his company First Sergeant, Isha Desierto from Mandawi City. Chivalry Battalion Commander, Avigin Cantor from Capiz with their staff, Christy Umandam from Zamboanga del Sur, Jerome Mendandan from Batangas, Rani Landicho from Nueva Ecija, Hejen Marquez from Bulacan, Tantungkol from Cagayan. Shali Company Commander, Apple Avin from Camarines Sur with their staff, Eleanor Impang from Llano del Norte, Jami Macari from Zamboanga City, Abigail Bachoco from Quezon Province. First Platoon Leader, Precious De Mesa from Valenzuela City. Second Platoon Leader, Angela Gagari from Quezon City, with their company First Sergeant, Charin Candelaria from Taguig City. Delta Company Commander, Joanna Labiano from Taguig City with her staff, Devora Sorel from Isabela, Queen Elizabeth from Oriental Mindoro, Lea Bersabal from Butuan City. First Platoon Leader, Jeza Ulao from Mountain Province. Second Platoon Leader, Lizelle Galiaza from Iloilo, with their company First Sergeant, Al Candelario from Negros Occidental. As the caller pauses in front of you, we request everyone to rise and render the appropriate courtesy. You may sit down after the callers have passed. Ladies and gentlemen, the callers, led by its caller officer, Cadet First Class Jodomar Kabulisan from Cagayan, and by the Regimental Sergeant Major, Kay Gabayan from Davao City.
Humility Battalion Commander, Mark Arrogante from Albay with his staff. Roy Mora from Camarines Sur, Arla Bahingawan from Ifugao, Carl Bokida from Zamboanga del Sur, Mitzi Domilis from Zamboanga Sibugay, and Andre Shoko from Cagayan. Echo Company Commander, Ra Carudin from Maguindanao with her staff, Francine Noel Castillo Cagasan from Camarines Sur, Angelica Tan from Camarines Sur, and Colin Rosario from Rizal. First Platoon Leader, Justin Martinez from Camarines Sur. Second Platoon Leader, Desmond Guillermo from North Cotabato, with the company First Sergeant, Cristel Magaro from Cabagan. Foxtrot Company Commander, Jenica Mancera from South Cotabato with her staff, Edwin Bagawan from Pangasinan, Fitzaliel from Apayao, and Trisha Capul from Davao. First Platoon Leader, Kevin Gonzalez from Zamboanga. Second Platoon Leader, Mary Villarmea from Iligan City, with the company First Sergeant, Cristal Delas from Davao City. Dignity Battalion Commander, Sheila Maestrado from Iriga City with her staff, Cassie Chua from Cagayan de Oro, Joy Cueno from Cavite, Lara Almario from Laguna, Matthew Santos from Taguig, Kim Jumawan from Iligan City. Golf Company Commander Eliza Lavapi from La Union with her staff, Charmaine Villagracia from South Cotabato, Caleb Reconalo from Iloilo City, and Alexa Valle from Llano del Norte. First Platoon Leader, Karil Rico from Pangasinan. Second Platoon Leader, Alaysa Rina from Surigao del Sur, with the company First Sergeant, Aisha Mama from Panguitlanao. Hawk Company Commander, Mishi Lubong-Fasil from Iligan City with her staff, Debbie Novisteres from Negros, Rocky Watangin from Mountain Province, and Christian Senyamera from Aurora. First Platoon Leader, Bob Zibalo from Bulacan. Second Platoon Leader, Debbie Novesteros from Negros. With the company First Sergeant, Jobert Calcitas from Davao City.